All right, for today's explainer, we've got something really unique. We're diving into the documents of a single organization that is, and I'm not kidding here, part math tutor, part investment firm, and part geology textbook. Yeah, let's try to piece this puzzle together.
So right out of the gate, we're hit with this incredibly grand, almost cosmic statement. I mean, listen to this. It's framing the entire universe as a type of knowledge. And it's not just, space and time. It includes matter, energy, and get this, memories. That's a really big thought to start with.
In this cosmic perspective, it's built on these huge fundamental ideas. You've got the expanding universe, stars dying, new ones popping up, the whole cycle of cosmic life. But what's really interesting to me is that the source gives a shout out to ancient and medieval philosophers for coming up with these ideas. It's a nice nod to the history of thought.
So that leads to the obvious question, right? Who is sharing all this universal wisdom? I mean, your first guess might be what? A university? Some kind of philosophical society? Maybe even a space agency?
Well, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. These grand cosmic statements are coming from the Analysis Solution Mathematics Coaching Center. ASMCC for short. Yep, a math coaching center is talking about the very fabric of the universe. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's see what's going on here.
All right, so let's dig into their first identity, the coaching center. At first glance, ASMCC looks like a pretty normal, though maybe a little ambitious, educational place. This seems to be its main thing. But when you look at what they offer, wow, it's a huge range. On one hand, you've got basic science and math, for kids in grades 1 through 12. But then, on the other hand, they're teaching super advanced university-level stuff. We're talking numerical analysis, tensor analysis. That's a massive, massive spread for just one coaching center. Okay, so you think you've got it figured out, right? It's a really broad education center. But nope, just when we think we've got a handle on it, the source material just throws a total curveball. The whole focus shifts to something else entirely.
And bam! We get this quote from the CEO. All of a sudden, we're not talking about complex analysis anymore. We're talking about money, investment. The phrasing is a little unique, but the message is crystal clear. Investing is important for the future. What a whiplash of a pivot.
So this leads us right into the second face of this organization, the business side. It turns out that right alongside tutoring calculus, they're also operating as a business services provider. Wild.
And we're not just talking about abstract concepts here. Oh, no. They have a price list. You can see it right here. Investment services start at 7,000 rupees. Marketing services for about 1,500. So this isn't some side hustle idea. It is a full-on commercial business they're running.
So this is the key thing we've uncovered so far. This place has a total split personality. It's a high-level math academy and a business consulting firm at the same time. I mean, talk about an unusual mix. They're trying to be masters of two totally different universes.
Okay, and just when you think it can't get any weirder, it does. The source material takes another hard left turn, maybe the most unexpected one yet. We leave business behind and jump straight into a super detailed encyclopedia about planet Earth.
Seriously, with zero warning, we're suddenly in the middle of a geology lesson. We're getting this precise breakdown of Earth's atmosphere. 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen. It's just this intense info dump of science facts with no context for why we're seeing it.
And the data blitz just keeps on coming. Next up, 70.8%. That's how much of the Earth's surface is covered by ocean. Again, the detail is spot on. It's accurate. But why? The reason is still a total mystery.
And then it gets even broader. We're getting a rapid-fire history of the entire planet spanning billions of years, from the Earth's formation to the supercontinents Rodinia and Pangaea breaking apart, right up to the end of the last ice age. It's a lot.
And it goes even deeper, literally. We get a textbook breakdown of the Earth's layers. The crust, the mantle, the liquid outer core, the solid inner core. It really makes you wonder, right? Why is a company that tutors math and consults on business publishing a geology textbook?
Okay, that brings us to our last section. Let's see if we can figure out the who And the why behind all this. Is there something or someone that can tie all these threads together? You know, the cosmology, the math coaching, the business, and the geology?
And right at the heart of it all, we're introduced to the founder and CEO, Gaurav Gautam. He's listed as both a mathematician and a CEO. And he puts himself right out there, gives his phone number, his email, and basically says, hey, get in touch. It puts a very human face on what seems like a really complicated operation.
And the vision laid out here, it's not small, it's huge. We're talking about exploring new worlds, about building tomorrow's workforce. This is a really grand, ambitious mission statement, all about pushing humanity forward by helping us reach our full potential.
So what do we make of all this? I mean, what is this, really? A new kind of all-in-one education? A sprawling, multifaceted business? Or is it just the incredibly unique, kind of wild vision of one really ambitious person? Maybe the final analysis isn't about figuring out what ASMC is. Maybe it's about what it represents. This idea that today, you can build a brand that does it all, from teaching algebra to managing investments and even reaching for the stars. In the end, maybe it's just the ultimate proof of what it means to think really, really big.